and they look like favorites.
This is my lock of the week.
Dodgers.
No. But opening day.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Vegas Sports Panel. It's all about college, week 14. Let's get you caught up year to date. Brandon, you're just killing him, buddy. 33-17.
Way to go, Brandon.
That's outstanding, man. That's
better than Jimmy the Greek numbers.
Roger, 27-23. Bob, nice comeback there, 22-28. So you could make a little bit of a.
There's room for improvement.
Yeah, you could move up pretty good here if you did pretty well.
No, and you guys go 500. I'm winning.
That's put you right in the mix, huh?
That's true.
All right.
So put this 11-teamer in.
All right, Roger, let's start off with you. Western Kentucky, -1.
Sure.
What side you got on that?
Yeah, well,
I'm sorry, Texas at San Antonio.
Yeah, I'm going with the Roadrunners of Texas San Antonio. The game's actually in the Alamo Dome, so it's a de facto home game for Texas San Antonio. They just blew their undefeated season last week against North Texas. I don't know how they did that. They must have been looking ahead to this game, so they're reconcentrating. And Texas San Antonio, the Roadrunners, are going to beat Western Kentucky, the Hilltoppers, to win their conference championship. Thank you.
Okay, Bob.
I got the same pick. San Antonio over Western Kentucky.
Okay, Brandon.
Yeah, I do take the Roadrunners in this one. I'll be honest here. Again, I have not watched Western Kentucky.
I was going to say, where do you watch these games? I mean,
year.
Being in Vegas.
I've seen
ESPN Plus.
Texas San Antonio play a little bit. And here, I would just say, just mentally, even though they lost and blew it, I think they come back at home and get up to at least get a conference title, and you get a ring and some things like that. And you get it's.
Gives you something to play for.
Yeah, sure. It still gives you a lot of pride to come back to school and be part of a conference championship team and all these things. And so I would see Texas. I'd see this as a chance. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Roadrunners. I would take the Roadrunners.
All right, Bob. Oregon at Utah -3. Utah's -3.
I think I predicted this correctly last time they played. I had Utah. This time I'm taking Oregon in the revenge game.
Is that right?
Okay.
+3 against Utah.
Okay, Roger.
All right, that is an interesting way to look at it. I respectfully disagree. I'm going to have Utah cover that 3 points. A couple different reasons. Oregon does not play very well on the road. They're undefeated at home, but when they go on the road, they lose a little steam. Right. Utah literally just 2 weeks ago, I think, pounded them by like 20 or so. Utah's still strong. Anyway, I'm going to pick Utah. That game is here in Las Vegas at the Allegiant Stadium, home of the Raiders. But
nice.
Yeah, we're going to. Rogers got the Utah Utes -3.
All right, Brandon. Baylor, Oklahoma State. State.
Oh, wait, he didn't tell us about
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
That's why I try not to get out of routine because I end up forgetting who
Johnny
went. I
Utah.
apologize.
Oh, Johnny Utah was getting happy over there. He didn't want to hear my pick.
Oh, Johnny Utah.
It's Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, Keanu from Point Break.
There we go.
But you're actually much more like the Patrick Swayze character, Bodie, with that hairstyle you got going on.
Much more like Roach.
Whoa, any of these guys. I'm cool with it. I'm on TV.
All right, Brandon. I know, right?
I wish. But I am taking the Flying Ducks here.
The Flying
Ducks. A week ago it was -3. Again, same spread at Utah.
Right.
So, and I do see the Ducks rebounding. It's a game here where I just see Oregon, Thibodeau, and the boys showing up this time and actually handling Utah. Plus, it's hard to beat somebody twice in 3 weeks.
Okay. All right, we'll stick with you. Baylor, Oklahoma State. Okay, State's giving up 5.5. Is that what you guys figured?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think about that one?
I like the Cowboys. I don't like the number of 5.5. I've never liked. I don't care what game it is. But Okie State still has a shot to play in the national championship, and I see them getting up and handling business against the Baylor Bears.
Okay.
I don't personally have anything against the Bears. I wish I had more to say, like, oh, this is what, but I just think at the end of the day, Okie State has too much firepower and too much to lose.
Okay, Bob?
I'm going to take Baylor plus the 5.5 against Oklahoma State.
Okay.
I also don't have any insight as well.
Okay, Roger?
Well, I am going to go with the Oklahoma State Cowboys to cover the 5.5. My reasoning just is I like Baylor a lot normally as well. They're great. I mean, that's going to be a very good game, I think. But Baylor at home just plays so much better than when they're on the road. Now, this is not a game that's like, it's not a home game for Oklahoma State, but it's, Baylor is, I mean, both teams are on the road, but Baylor being on the road, yeah, I'm going to go with Oklahoma State minus the 5.5.
Okay. All right. We'll stick with you, Roger. How about Utah State, San Diego State? San Diego State's -6, right?
Yeah, this is a real easy one, actually. Guys, I don't know how this number's only -6. San Diego State is going to clobber Utah State. Yeah, that's all I got to say. I mean, San Diego State, they're much better. Utah State, right. I guess they won their division in the Mountain West, but, I mean, they just lost to Wyoming by like 20 at home. Utah State at home lost to Wyoming by 20, so they're going to lose by 20 to San Diego State.
Okay. All right, Bob, what do you got?
San Diego State's getting 6, right?
Like, they're -6.
-6.
Oh, they're -6.
Yeah.
I'll take San Diego State -6 as well. I thought, for some reason,
I might have given you some wrong information.
I thought they were +6.
Yeah, I've got them at -6.
Just take the money line, but yeah, I think San Diego State blows them out as well.
Okay, Brandon.
Yeah, I will agree. I think the Aztecs, the reason why, I mean, just the spread is as low as it is and that's what gets you nervous here with the Aztecs is, I mean, they're 10-1 and they're the better team.
So
but they've played down to a few teams this year and had some close games against some teams that they probably on paper shouldn't have. And being a championship game, I feel like Vegas is a little, figured they played a little easy there because it does look like a layup. It really does. I would take San Diego State, though, -6.
Okay. All right, Roger. Appalachian State, -2.5 against Louisiana.
Okay, yeah.
What are you thinking about that one?
This is going to be a real good game. The game is in Lafayette, Louisiana, so it's literally a home game for the Raging Cajuns. But, I'm going to take the road favorite. I'm going to take the Appalachian State, -2.5. I just think, I mean, I've seen both teams play a couple times this year, and I don't know, I think Appalachian State's just a little stronger and tougher, so.
Okay, Bob, what do you got, buddy? Oh, I'm sorry.
Appalachian State -2.5.
I'm going the other way. I'm taking the Raging Cajuns plus the 2.5. The only other time I've taken this team, I lost. I think it was week 1. They were playing Texas.
Yes, it was.
The only game Texas has played well, probably this year.
Yeah, the only game Texas won. I don't think they covered. Yeah, but I'll take the Raging Cajuns. Plus 2.5, and I believe their coach is leaving, so it's like a farewell.
I don't think you touched this one quite yet.
Farewell song for the Raging Cajuns.
I'm going to agree with you on this. Louisiana plus the 2.5 at home versus App State. Billy's gone, but really and truthfully, the Raging Cajuns have been as big a name. App State still makes a living off of the game against Michigan. 15 years later, it's just something that shouldn't have happened, and it's. But the Raging Cajuns have been pretty much the team to beat in that conference for the last 10 years.
Okay.
And I see them continuing, another victorious year and playing in, I don't know, whatever bowl that conference plays in when they win the championship. Sure. I think it's like the Little Caesars Bowl or something. But
okay.
Hey, man.
All right. We'll go to Bob on this to start off. Kent State -2.5 against Northern Illinois.
All right, Bob's alma mater, the Huskies.
You look surprised.
Yeah, I can't believe NIU's in this game, and I can't believe they're playing Kent State.
Okay.
And I can't believe NIU's a dog.
Yeah, 2.5.
Give me NIU.
Okay.
Against Kent State. Let's do it. Go Huskies. Victor E. Husky.
Victor.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm with you.
All right, Brandon, you on the same thought process there?
Yeah, I'm sad to say.
He hasn't watched either of these teams.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean,
it's
lot.
tough, and
I'm usually into the MAC, but for whatever reason this year I haven't quite. Maybe because I haven't had a top team or anything really, but that's beside the point.
Okay.
But for Bobby Boy here, I'm taking Northern Illinois to support his alum and all their fans for this weekend.
Round it out, Roger.
Get your pocketbooks out.
I am taking NIU.
Drop your entire loan payment that you were going to pay this month on your student loan for that shitty degree we all got.
Don't do that.
And
if you got an extra $5 laying around,
tell them too bad, too sad.
Take NIU, and then you get an extra side of fried potato salad at Fatty's after the game.
That sounds good. I like potato salad. But
All right, what
I
do you
am
got, Roger?
going with NIU also.
Yeah,
I think they're
yeah.
the better team. They're actually getting to
Right, I was going to say, and getting it.
Kent State. I mean, the MAC is that's a wacky conference, that's for sure. But I do like NIU. I think they're stronger. I like their run game. Hopefully, Rocky Lombardo's back. I'm not sure if the quarterback.
Yeah, hopefully, since you turned me on to NIU last week, and
they were. I mean, in the analysis, they were the clear choice, but
their quarterback was out.
But
and
we didn't know that Rocky
analyze
Lombardo
that.
was out. Yeah.
Oh, Rocky.
So NIU is going to cover, and they're on to a big bowl game.
Okay.
Yes. Cool.
All right, we're going to come back to Georgia, Alabama, because that's, I think, obviously the marquee. How about Roger, Houston and Cincy? Cincy's given up 10.5. Man, they look like a pretty good team.
Houston and
this year,
Cincy. I mean, that's a tough choice. The game we just looked that up. The game is in Cincinnati, so
Right.
it's a home game for Cincinnati. I'm just going to be a little contrarian. I don't think they're going to cover the 10.5. They haven't covered in a lot of their games, so. Yeah, I'm going to go with Houston and Phi Slamma Jamma.
Getting 10.5.
And, they're going to cover that spread.
Okay, Bob.
I'm taking Houston plus the points as well, but they're not going to win. Cincy wins, stays in the top 4, but they don't cover the 10.5.
Okay, Brandon?
I got Cincy minus the 10.5 at home.
Okay.
Here's another.
I think, don't they need to really show that they can beat somebody pretty bad?
No,
or-
they just need to not lose.
Okay.
Well, they need
okay.
to win bad. I mean, they need to cover the 10.5.
No, they just need to win.
I mean, it just all depends on how it all plays out. Because if
Right.
Okie State wins, that puts them in a lot. That gives Cincy something to worry about.
Right.
But I just like Cincinnati at home. This is a big game. Fickle has not left yet. I mean, there's a lot to play for Cincinnati. And while Houston would love to be the spoiler, I don't think it's their year to do that to this team.
Okay.
Cincinnati covers the 10.5.
Okay.
You're right about Okie State's the only team they got to worry about, but like it's way different than a different like Big 12 team. Like Oklahoma State's not going to travel like Oklahoma or Texas. Like they could sneak in there like Oklahoma State. We don't need to give them a spot because of the fan base, like Notre Dame or something like that.
Well,
but
hopefully that doesn't come into.
But they beat Notre Dame.
Hopefully that doesn't come into the.
But
Thinking
whatsoever. Things work.
They
weird,
want Notre Dame in there. They want
all the big draws, obviously.
Yeah, they want Alabama to win this championship game. Come on.
All right, let's go down to, after last week, guys. Michigan minus 10.5 against Iowa.
Yeah.
Is that a right number, or is that just like a little bit because of last week, Roger?
Well, I mean, I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that they pummeled Ohio State, and they ended up winning by 15. Was that
Yeah,
the
it
final?
wasn't. I don't think it was ever close except at the beginning.
And then, I mean, Iowa. I like Iowa a lot. Too. I mean, God, 10.5. And I got to pick one. This is not going to be one of my top 5, but I think Michigan will cover the 10.5. They seem to be on a roll. Harbaugh's got them playing sharp, and they had that misstep against Michigan State, which they literally blew it.
Right.
They had it. So yeah, I mean 10.5. God, it's a lot of points.
Right, but it's
in a
college. It
championship
happens
game,
more in
yeah.
college, but
Iowa, but then again, Iowa might not even
doesn't
score.
even score,
Yeah,
right,
so
exactly.
I would just put me down for the Wolverines at minus 10.5.
Okay, Brandon, we'll go to you next. What do you think?
Yeah, I am a Michigan guy, but I'm going to take Iowa plus the 10.5.
Okay. You think they kind of had their game last week and they'll have a little bit of a letdown, or just?
No, I think it's just as much as Iowa gets up for this game, and Michigan and
They just keep
Iowa.
it close, like a 10-20 game or 10-18 or something.
I mean, the game could easily, with the edge rushers that Michigan has, get out of hand. But on a neutral site, yeah, I think Iowa has every bit the capability to at least cover the 10.5.
Right. All right.
I'm taking Iowa plus 10.5 as well. Michigan in a letdown spot, and like Brandon said, Iowa gets up for games like this.
Okay.
Michigan wins, Iowa covers.
That's what I say.
All right, Roger. Pitt, Wake. Pitt's minus 3.
Yeah, to me, this is going to be a great game. I don't have the number in front of me, but I would even consider going on the over on this game. First
It's
of all,
like
guys out there,
72, I believe.
72.
Wow.
Which is a lot, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's a 38-35 game.
Yeah,
But
that's
I
right
am
there.
going to take Wake Forest. I do like both these schools and both these teams. But I'm just going to take the points.
Okay.
Get Wake
getting
Forest
3.
+3.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, Bob.
I'm taking Wake +3 as well against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, big surprising team this year, as is Wake Forest,
Right,
surprising as well. But
Right.
so I'll take the dog in this game and two surprising teams facing off in the ACC championship.
All right, Brandon.
No, I'm going to be different here again. I'm going to take Pitt -3.
Okay.
I just see them as they got the better quarterback. And I think at the end, neither one has a whole lot of defense. They just bend and break and bend and break. And yeah, Pitt gets out of there with a 48-41 victory or something like that.
Okay. All right, Roger. USC, Cal. This is your neck of the woods, man. What do you think?
Very disappointing seasons for both these schools. USC was my choice back in August to win the Pac-12. If you guys remember when you watched that video, that was my choice. But they've had a terrible season. Anyway, but no, USC is going to Cal is -4. Is that what you guys have?
I got a -4. Yeah.
Favored by 4. So I just think USC. Just off the top of my head, it seems to would have a lot more talent on the roster. So I'm just going to go with USC.
Getting 4.
Getting 4 over Cal.
Okay, Bob.
Yep.
I'm
going
with
with
USC +4 as
the
well.
Hollywood name. Yeah.
More talent. Nobody cares about this game.
Right.
It's not the Pac-12 championship game.
Right.
I'll take USC plus the points.
It's the last game of the day, though.
Brandon.
Yeah, I do like USC in this spot, mainly because with Riley coming in and the shakeup at the head coaching position and all of those things going on. I see the talent that is there, like they're talking about, showing up and actually hoping to stay and be a starter and have a good, chance at next season to be in the USC Trojan lineup because they're going to be vastly improved with Lincoln Riley coming to town sooner than later.
Okay. All right, and the marquee game, guys. I think I even mentioned that this might be, depends on how they get stacked. Obviously, they might have to play each other sooner than that if they all both make the playoffs. But Georgia at Alabama, -6.5. Georgia's -6.5.
I'll take.
Alabama getting almost 7.
The game is in Atlanta.
It is in Atlanta. That's right.
That's okay. It's the SEC championship. I personally think. I'm going to take Georgia and give the 6.5.
They've looked best all year, but
Alabama.
Give Alabama points. Wow.
I know. But they should have lost that game.
That's
Auburn.
true. That's
they really
true.
should have lost that game. I think.
Auburn gave it away. The guy
And
going out of bounds,
Georgia,
stopping the clock.
Georgia is just. They've been. To say dominating is an understatement. So. That defensive line that they have, anything can happen, obviously.
Right.
I wouldn't be surprised either if Alabama wins big, but my pick is going to be Georgia -6.5.
All right, Bob.
Give me Bama plus points whenever I'm getting plus points on Alabama.
Yeah, it does seem like a smart play.
A team that I can't tell you the last time they weren't in the playoff.
Right.
Yeah,
They're getting points. Give me Alabama plus points.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
Sure. That's a very smart move.
Brandon, what side are you on, buddy? Both have good points here.
No, I'm going with Georgia. I don't see
that's
this.
right. That's right. You kind of called those earlier in the year too.
Yeah, I don't really see. I everything that's been wrong with Alabama this year is everything that's right with Georgia. So this is like one of those games too where theoretically as a player, even if you weren't there 2-3 years ago, this is a game against a team that has spoiled every year for you for many years. And this is your shot
Right.
to
You
just
can't get up for this.
blast them out of the college football playoff, and you don't even have to deal with them.
That's a very good point.
I sure hope that happens.
So I think if they lose, I think they'd be
because
out.
Georgia loses, Alabama's in and Georgia's in.
Right.
That's
and
correct.
then Georgia might have to play them again.
Yes,
Yep.
right.
You just beat them right now, and you don't have to worry about Alabama again, and you probably coast to the national championship.
Yeah,
point.
you just get rid of them and don't have to worry about Bryce Love or whoever getting hurt and next to a Tagovailoa coming in and just lighting you up. And I can still see that game. It's
Right. Yeah, I know. That was crazy.
And just for some reason, like you said, Roger, they should have lost at Auburn.
They should have. Yeah,
they don't look great every week. They just find a way to win, and that's the whole key. Is it's hard to not take Alabama.
When's the last
getting
time
points.
Alabama was getting points?
I know. I don't
against
remember.
anybody.
I don't remember.
had to
5
be-
years?
No, 2 years ago against LSU.
2 years ago against
It
LSU?
wasn't that many though,
with
right?
Burrow.
Maybe 3.
Yeah, with Burrow. But yeah, not many. No. There's only
Not
been
a lot of times where you're getting almost a touchdown
Right.
with Alabama.
But how bad would that be?
But it does seem like when they are the underdog, they do lose.
No, it was Clemson that only had been an underdog 3 times in like 10 years. But yeah, it was like they're just like Clemson, not any different. Like
Okay.
So I would imagine maybe 2-3 times at LSU.
That they've even been an underdog.
Yeah,
in a game,
maybe an Auburn game, maybe.
I won money. I mean, this must be 5 years ago. I had Ole Miss with Jim Kelly's like nephew or whatever.
Oh yeah,
when Ole Miss beat him.
I remember that. Yeah.
It can be dumb, man, but I just think that
he was good.
It'd be interesting to see, but I think it's going to be the game to watch.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, that's one.
That's
heck
the
of
one
a game.
that-
That's at
that's-
1:00 Las Vegas time. Yeah,
Right.
that's gonna be great.
No,
All right.
it's a game. Yeah, I mean, I don't count Bama out. Like I said,
Oh, of course.
they-
Well,
yeah.
right.
Are they in if they beat Georgia
yeah.
with
Yeah,
2 losses?
So. I think so.
So then it's Georgia, Bama, Cincinnati, Michigan. If Michigan wins,
I think
Yeah.
right now you got to
and
go
if
that
Michigan
way.
loses,
Yeah. I mean, if
Oklahoma State, if they win,
Ooh, see that it's all all bets are off.
Notre
I think.
Dame,
Or Notre Dame.
well, Notre Dame can't jump Cincinnati, so Notre Dame needs a couple teams to lose.
All right.
Yeah, Cincinnati's the wild card there.
Yeah,
if they
well,
go down, then
Houston's
everything
probably
gets
gonna
fucked.
beat
Oh, if Cincinnati
Right.
loses, then
Houston's
everything's
probably
wide
going to beat
open.
Cincinnati.
All right, guys. A lot of stuff to happen still. A lot of it we got to wait and see who does what, but you got to win to make sure that you stay in. All right? Week 14, college football. Thanks for watching.